going on, digital family? Welcome back to United Public Square. I trust you all are having a fantastic Sunday evening. You all know what time it is. We drew at Anfield. It's Liverpool 0, Manchester United 0. And that was a very, very good performance, right? From Manchester United point of view, this is a defensive masterclass. I was talking to some guys earlier today, and they were like, "Yeah, y'all been parking the bus and all that." And I'm like, "Listen, you do not go to Anfield and play toe to toe with Liverpool. They haven't lost a game in the last 7 games they've played in the Premier League at Anfield, right? And they always score a goal in those games. This is the very first time they've never scored a goal at Anfield in the Premier League. We had a clean sheet at Anfield, and that's a big up to the performance of United boys. It was a really frustrating night for the Liverpool players and their fans. At the end of the game, Jurgen Klopp and Van Dijk were making some outrageous comments. Klopp was like, even the 7-0 they won last season, they played better this time than the 7-0, and they never got a point. I think Manchester United really also came prepared. They were defensively very disciplined and all that, so they never really gave their Liverpool boys the chance to be, scoring those crazy goals left, right, and center, right? They never really had any big chances. I think the big chances fell to United. The 2 big chances were the Garnacho one, and then also with the Rasmus Højlund one was those 2 big chances that I think came in this game. I'm like, when is Rasmus Højlund going to open his Premier League account? He's never scored a goal, and that was the chance that he had to score a goal. But Alisson really made himself very big, and then he saved that goal. I'm like, oh my God, there we go again. It's gonna have to wait till probably West Ham to come. That Højlund is gonna come good. I'm not so excited that we drew this game. Like I thought we could nick it 1-0. That was my prediction. But hey, if you give me a draw before the start of the game, I was gonna take it. I was very, very nervous going into this game. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, but as a draw is a fair result if you ask me at this point, and I'm so happy that we took a point at least at Anfield this time around. The last time we went to Anfield, you all know what happened. It was a 7-0 disgraceful performance, and the year before that it was a 4-0 win to Liverpool. So coming back of those 2 defeats going into this game, I wasn't really confident, but I had the little bit of hope, and I was like, if there is a miracle, we're gonna take a point out in Anfield, and that's exactly what we did. So what are my positives in this game? I'm going to say that the Onana clean sheet is the very big positive. Whenever Onana had the ball, there was an uproar. All the Liverpool fans, they go up and they turn up the chants and all that to just suppress Onana. At the end of the game, Onana was like, I didn't really bother about all the noises and all that. So I'm going to say that Onana clean sheet was one of the big positives that I'm taking from this game. Another positive also is that, and back on Onana had the most accurate 67 pass completion. He made about 30 passes. Most of the passes he was spraying, even though some were going out of bounds and all that, but he had the most passes out of the United players, and that's saying a lot. I mean, I'll take the clean sheet, and I'll take the ball distribution and his confidence and all that. So that's a positive for me over there. Another positive was Ten Hag making changes this time around, right? Ten Hag is a stubborn coach. We all know that. But going into Anfield and trying to go toe-to-toe with those players, I think was going to be a very big mistake. There's a lot of calls for Ten Hag out and all that, and I have already said I'm not going to be in that camp. I'm still backing the manager, and so I was very glad that he made those changes. I think it's a blessing in disguise that Bruno wasn't part of this game, because if he had been in this game, he wasn't going to be positionally disciplined enough, to hold his line. He was going to be running all over the pitch, and there's going to be gaps everywhere. So a blessing in disguise. Bruno wasn't there. Ten Hag made some changes, and we had 2 young players in Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo in this game starting at Anfield. This is a really impressive performance by these 2 lads. I also like the fact that we frustrated Liverpool a lot. They had about 34 shots, right? 8 shots on target, and it wasn't really clear-cut chances that you're going to say these are big chances that they should have scored. they started shooting the ball all over the place, right? Just to have like 34 shots and not a single goal should tell you a lot. They were shooting everywhere on the pitch, just trying to get a goal, and it was really, really a defensive masterclass. Again, as I've said earlier on, from the boys. So kudos to the boys. I'm really, really, over the moon about this performance. Not a great attacking display, but hey, I'm gonna take the 0-0 at any time going to Anfield. It's not like we are going to pull up over there and then just walk all over them. They are top of the league at the time we played them, and now they are no more top of the league. So they are so much, angry and frustrated. I'm going to say that Klopp and Van Dijk were, very, very frustrated, and they were saying all sorts of things which doesn't really make sense. I'm not going to go so much into that, but hey, it's a draw. We'll take a draw anytime, and then hopefully we're gonna build on that. Okay, so thinking about what we can do better, I think that we need to be scoring goals. Our forward line combined has only one goal, right? And that's very concerning. I thought Rasmus Højlund was going to open his account tonight, but it did not happen for him. So we have to wait till next week, hopefully, when he opens his account. But right now, we're still lacking goal contribution from the forward line. To say that McTominay is our leading goal scorer is saying a lot. That means that we are not scoring goals. So that is what I think we can do better. We also need to stay consistent. It's like one step forward and 3 steps back. We have to stay consistent. Like we played against Chelsea, we did play a very good game. We won that game, and then we went into the Bournemouth game and we disgraced ourselves. So right now that we've done better at Anfield, going into London next week Saturday to play West Ham, we have to maintain the same consistency. I don't want us to play the same way we played at Anfield today, which means that I do not want us to play a defensive masterclass. I think we are man for man, we are better in quality than West Ham. So at least we need to play on the front foot. We need to take our chances, and we need to be clinical when we do get those chances. The highlight of the game was the abysmal performance by the referee, giving Dalot 2 yellow cards in less than 10 seconds. This is really unheard of. I don't know what he was thinking, right? You give Dalot a yellow card, he was protesting. You got the very first call wrong, right? That is what Dalot was protesting. When Dalot and Salah went into that challenge, the ball came off of Salah the very last time before the ball rolled out of play. So Dalot should be having the throw-in. You gave the throwing to Liverpool, Dalot was protesting. So it was in the same sequence of play that you gave him 2 yellow cards. You are not being consistent in this situation. Why do I say that? Because in the 20th to the 21st minute, Indomie Noodles, that is Darwin Núñez, right? He got a yellow card. He got a yellow card as a result of him kicking the ball out of play when he committed an infringement, right, on Johnny Evans. He got a yellow card, and then because of kicking the ball. And then the next action or the next phase or what he did next was clapping the referee. He just started clapping the referee to say that I am disgusted at this call and all that. And then the referee just watched on. He never gave a follow-up yellow card to give him a red at that point. So how do you walk away from that situation and then give Dalot a yellow card and then follow up right with a next yellow card when he protested in the same phase of play? And this is double standards, and this shouldn't be happening at the highest level. This is the Premier League. This is the best league in the world. So you have to maintain that consistency. You could have just used your common sense in this situation. Because why? Because this is a very heated game. Dalot was protesting you calling or making the wrong call, and then you followed up with a second yellow card, which became a red. Everyone can go back and watch that situation, but probably that was the referee trying to steal the highlight of the game. But it is what it is. We drew the game. We'll take the 1 point. We'll build on it. We'll go to West Ham next week, and hopefully we get 3 points over there. So that's all I have to say. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.